Hello, they're the ducks. I'm Mr. J and this is Byther Farm, and today we've got a bit of a duck house dilemma. So this thing here is a duck house. I think it may have been a pig ark at some point in the past, but when we moved here, 3.5 years or so ago, it had been used to house ducks periodically, but it was sitting in the field, which, as you know, isn't a field anymore, and was here when we moved in. So we've made use of it. Various ducks have lived in it over the last 3.5 years, but it's in a state of slight disrepair. It's definitely seen better days. However, we want to use it. We've got a broody duck at the moment, and it'd be quite nice to raise a few ducklings naturally rather than using the incubator method. So we've taken the base off it, we've smoothed that out so we can put a new base on it, but there is a bit of a problem with the doorway area in that it is anything but secure. So we've got a couple of options. We can just replace this door area, which would give some security. However, the whole of the frontage area is a little bit, well, it's seen better days. If it's possible, and I'm not sure that it is because I don't know what we've got immediately to hand, it would be quite good to actually either replace that whole front or at the very least reinforce it, just to give it that little bit of extra security so that mama duck can sit in there and hatch a few ducklings without too much worry from predators. So yeah, I mean, we can't actually replace the whole thing because we haven't got all the gizmos to make sure that we've got it the right to fit, make the right fit inside the corrugated cover.
Would the jigsaw do that?
It probably would, but
probably not.
Probably not as quickly as we would need it to.
So do we need to put a piece of
we need something to bring this up, but without snapping that, which it's risking doing at the moment.
And then replace the door.
And also I think we need to put something reinforced on the bottom.
Yeah. Just
because that is fairly raggedy, and obviously something that could.
So my thinking is we need to take the door off.
Yeah.
We need to put the support in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Then we need to put the piece of wood across there.
Yeah.
And then cut the door to the size so it will fit
over the top.
That piece of wood.
Yeah.
Is that the right order?
Yeah, I think that's the right order.
So door off first then.
Hello, ducks. Are you going to come and do it for me? We have to find some new screws as well, I think. You can help if you want to.
Right.
Regrettably, I think we might have to also replace this because those screw holes are fairly sharp. And whether new screws would get through, I don't know, but because of the amount they were spinning.
Yeah, but we don't. If we're replacing the door, we don't have to put the hinges back on the same place.
No, this is true. But if we don't do that,
yeah. Well, no, I think you're right. I think we'll probably need to replace it.
Hello, ducks.
Hello, sweeties.
You alright, my lovelies? Hello, big man.
He's a good boy. Here you go. You can't because there's a pair of gloves in the way. I'll move the gloves. And then So what's the next bit? Cutting the length of the...
I think the next stage is to cut the length for the inside to bring this forward.
Support it,
because I mean, you can see there that it is slightly cracked. I mean, it's definitely changed shape. I mean, this is only plyboard, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think we can salvage it. But I don't want to pull it up because I think the risk is of snapping it.
Yeah. So where we've got to so far is that we have put in a support across the top. There's nothing holding it in place at the moment, but it is absolutely wedged in there. We've manoeuvred the top back up to, well, not quite level, but a lot more level than it was. And you can see this is just falling apart. So what we're planning to do is to remove these 2 bolts that are here that were, I think they were holding another piece of this door frame on. And we're going to put a strip of wood along there. I'll put something there and then another one across the top to brace it all. This is an absolute, just fix it for now. This duck has been broody for weeks, really weeks and weeks, but she's more and more doesn't want to come off the nest. We've got some eggs, so we're going to build a little space for her, put her in it. I'll offer it to her. I'll put some eggs in it, which might make her want to go and sit on it. We'll see how we go.
You can either have it so that the lip, because it's not quite the same width as the piece of wood that's already, the lip is over the bottom or the lip is over the top. Now if we have it over the top, there's a trip risk for the duck, although when there's a batten over the top of this, it's not going to make too much difference. But if we want this to abut the pallet that it's going to be sitting on, the base, that actually could give it a bit of security.
So if we do that one at the same height, there'll be a lip.
There'll be a lip.
That means that we can put this onto the pallet and push it back.
Push it back, yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Okay.
Oh, we're genius. Genie eye.
Genie eye. That is level there. Is that the same width all the way along?
Pretty much.
Have you got?
I've got some really, really long screws. Let's go through this.
Congratulations.
To pull it tight. So we need to drill some holes in this wood, don't we? Pilots.
Probably. But we can't do it, it's not January.
January.
That was their big hit. Whereabouts would you suggest?
Yes. That'll do. I don't think that's going to go in either. I think that's way too... Yeah, keep going.
Did you like the way I did that in slow-mo?
Did you do it in slow-mo?
That was in slow-mo.
Well, this is looking much better. What do you think?
Yeah.
I hope that duck appreciates this.
She won't.